So many people think that design is just about making a space pretty. And certainly that's part of it. I mean, let's be honest. The intention is to make the spaces aesthetically pleasing as possible. But really what's important to me is about creating a space that one can be inspired by. I'm Andrea Beecher, and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. And we are here in Palette, a restaurant that I just recently finished designing. I've been designing since I was young, whether it was just collecting old bottles or old postcards or little treasures I found around the yard and finding a home for them in my bedroom.
Daddy, I got a bedspread.
Oh.
And I got a pillowcase. Some curtains.
When I was in high school, I had the lucky opportunity to study design. They offered it in high school, and I had a wonderful teacher who was an amazing mentor. But it wasn't until college where my love for design really exploded. I remember my professor talking to us about the Bauhaus movement. That was it. Hook, line, and sinker. That was totally it for me. My heart built a little modern house, and that's where it lives. Like that is what I love. Layered with rich color and pattern and texture. I think so many people think modern design is sterile and, you know, cold and monochromatic, and that's not true. For example, in this space, it was really important that although we were trying to accomplish a modern aesthetic, that we really layered the modern onto the history that is so rich within this building. The building was built in 1901. It was a creamery in the heart of downtown Salt Lake City, and so we really wanted to pay homage to the history of the building. But how do you do that? How do you layer on modern design into a building with all of these vintage and historical touches? And I think that's what modern design is. You know, it's about bringing the elements that were true to the era that the building was built in, but putting it together and assembling it in a way that's unexpected, new, different. It's about taking those elements and bringing them together in a new and rich way. I'm standing on the balcony of this beautiful model home that I just designed for a local builder. The plants are dead. They haven't watered them very well at all. So there was actually supposed to be a planter that went all around the perimeter of this deck, and they put the kibosh on it because of drainage issues, which was a super big bummer. So I felt it was really important to, you know, really put an architectural element on this deck so that it wasn't so, you know, void and barren. And so cinder blocks, our girl's best friend, made a really cool planter, mid-century modern type planter, very architectural, very sculptural, although the plants haven't been watered that well. It looks pretty great. This was a really fun project because up until this point, they'd never done modern design before. So being able to be the designer that they brought on to help educate them and to kind of hold their hand was really, really exciting. I think space is very powerful, very, very powerful. It's not just a place you crash at night, it's a place where you center yourself and a place that you share with your friends and family. And I think it's very important that that be a reflection of you. And you know, for some people that's hard to pinpoint, it's hard to create. And so as a designer, that's the gift I'm able to give to people. I've worked in a lot of different fields within the design world. I've done retail merchandising and styling, of course interior design for residential and commercial clients. So I feel like my skills are very diverse. I feel like I have a lot to bring to the table. I feel that so many different things inspire me that I'm being fed constantly and applying that to what I do. And I think that's really important as a designer, to be fed and edified by a lot of different inspirations. One way I love to inspire myself is travel. I'd love to meet new people, see new places, and entrench myself in culture and the food and all of that kind of stuff. And for example, this necklace, I got this in Iceland, a place I was excited to visit, but I had no idea how amazing it would be and how inspiring it would be for me. The black sand beaches, the basalt rock formations, and the fashion there is crazy. Their modern architecture and fashion and design is insane. It would be an absolute honor to be chosen to be on Design Star. It would be a way for me to express my design and creativity in a new and very challenging way, and that would be very rewarding. It would also be incredible to be able to be mentored by some amazing designers that I love. So I hope you'd give me that opportunity. Thanks.